All right. Welcome to the Sober Swole podcast birthday live streaming edition. Yeah, it's going to be just old me, just in the chat for a while. I got a hold of old DJ Swirl. He is quite the busy man. I'm not going to be mad at him. I'm not going to be mad at a man doing what he has to do to take care of his family. Yoink! Yoink! So, all right. I think I'm just going to honestly, I think that I'm just gonna play around on here until like I get an interaction. Because why not? Why not? Why not? Do 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 do. So today is my 37th birthday. Before we get into that, I'd love to give a shout out to Royalty Nutrition. That's royaltynutrition.com. They are a veteran owned and operated supplement company that doesn't automatically go to use the cheapest ingredients possible while making their supplements for you. Check them out and use the discount code 378JKE to save you 15% on your entire order. My next shout out of the evening will be to Gorilla Games. That's gorilla-games with a Z.com. They are a fitness apparel company that you can wear comfortably in and out of the gym. They also make great equipment to help keep you safe while you train. Check them out. Use that discount code Jake15 to save you 15% on that order as well. Patreon.com. I've got some old training logs up there. I have the Hank Rand videos. I do blog style posts. Check that out and support your boy. As always, we do still have our GoFundMe up and running, even though things didn't work out the way that we would have liked them to. But we still need to recoup all the crap that we straight up went through. So if you guys could find that and you have the means to, please help us recover from our 2-year legal battle with the state of Arizona and a drunk guy. The reason why old DJ Swirl's not here, he's out there hustling with at Buy to Buy. Buy to Buy is a moving and staging company here in the Arizona Valley. If you need stuff moved, if you need stuff staged, contact them at Buy to Buy on Instagram. We've used them twice. Highly professional, highly clean, gets the job done, worth every penny. I guess Buy to Buy Studios is going to be part of my gratitude that I have in my 37th year. But Buy to Buy Studios, man, Ryan really helped take an idea I had and make it into something. I know it hasn't gotten like the traction that we would like it to by now, but like this, I would not be as comfortable as I am speaking on this platform or any of the platforms I'm on without Ryan coming through and making Buy to Buy Studios a thing for us to get this podcast rocking and rolling. So Buy to Buy Studios, if you're looking to make content, hit them up. Man, 37 years. What a day it's been. I almost slept in a little bit, but with the amount of kids we have, that's probably not going to be what's going to happen, and that's okay. My wife took the day off, so everything was pretty. Wasn't too chaotic, and I really appreciate that.
It wasn't too chaotic.
Woo! We went to mass because I wanted to go to mass. Went to St. Michael the Archangels in Florence. Shout out to that parish. She made me breakfast, and it's an old school breakfast. Coffee, eggs, bacon, cinnamon roll. The perfect breakfast. She got me a tripod, so when I do my phone stuff out in the gym or when I'm out being goofy, I can I can do that with a more stable base than just my hand or leaned up against a water bottle like this one, my Ultimate Warrior Shaker Cup, RIP. I also got a car stand. She got me an awesome shirt. All in all, birthday was good. My oldest stepdaughter wrote me a card, and she also drew Adventure Time characters and then Rick from Rick and Morty in it. And what she wrote in it, I won't read it out loud because that's between us. It was very sentimental, and it made me feel so. I'm very appreciative of that. It's a big deal because she's not real big at showing emotions, so that was a huge thing for both of us. So, yeah, man, 37 years. We've been doing this for 37 years. What a ride! Like, I'll get into some gratitude. I am incredibly grateful that my house is livable. Um, um, we got a brand new water heater because we had to, on top of all the other crap going on. Um, so with the new water heaters installed, we have hot, warm running water again. Um, we have electricity. There's food in the pantry and the fridge and the freezer. The kids all have their health. Brittany and I still have our health, even though we're incredibly tense because of the stress we've been under for a while. But we all still have our health. Um, we're both still employed full time. Um, this is a weird one, but I am actually thankful for the opportunity for our bankruptcy the way it is, because it'll give us a chance to get out from under all this mess. Once we find a way to pay for everything, and pay for the legal services, it'll help us get out from under the mess. And that's huge. So I'm very thankful for that. I'm thankful for everyone that I'm thankful for everyone that contributed to our campaign or is contributing to our GoFundMe campaign because you, you really did help keep us afloat, and you are helping keep us afloat. I'm thankful for my parents who dug into some of their money that would help them when they retire to help us. I'm grateful that Brittany and I had both have had retirement accounts that we could dig into and close in some circumstances to help push us along. I'm grateful that our vehicles, even though they need work, can function. It can function safely. Um, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that are still good that it's hard to focus on when something crappy happens, uh, seemingly every other day, if not every day. And oh man, but I mean, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it, and it's been with the support of some really good people that has made that happen. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for attempting to understand. Thank you for helping us. Yeah, it's been wild. Phew. So, what else can we get into? What else can we get into? Um, I've worked out the last couple days in a row. I had to take a week off because after our water heater broke, what broke was something inside, so it didn't hold water anymore. So it leaked all over everything. So the garage was a mess. So I cleaned everything, I mopped everything, I put everything back together, and then it like leaked again. So I just said screw it and moved it all to the center of the garage and just waited for waited for them to hopefully approve their appointment to come fix it. It took about a week. It's nothing. I'm not against cold showers for a week. That's easy. That's easy. That's an easy sacrifice to make. It's just I was annoyed that my kids had to go through it. I'm annoyed that my kids have to go through a lot. I think there's a lot of crap that goes on that I'm real pissed off that my kids have to go through. Shout out to the state of Arizona. Um, yeah, back to rock and rolling, back to moving and grooving. Um, I had therapy today, and I'm still getting used to this new therapist. I think she's getting used to me, but she was asking me, "It's like, well, how do you feel today?" And I said, "Well, I'm just probably about dog dick miserable, but that is what it is." She goes, "What?" And I said, "Let me tell you an old infantry tactic." I said, "When you wake up every day and you expect your day to be dog shit, you're not surprised when it's dog shit." And she goes, "Well, what happens when it's a good day?" And I said, "That's a pleasant surprise. And you have a great day." But I didn't mean that in a negative sense. I meant that in a we've been taking solid uppercuts left and rights and ups and downs, and um, so I mean, like, just it's a small one. Here's a small one. So about 2 months ago, our couches got just trashed, and they were just couldn't clean them, couldn't fix them, couldn't. They had to go, right. So I had a futon in my office. You go back to the episode with Dr. Chris Butler. We sat on it while we talked. But I was like, you know what? We'll just throw the couches out when they come do trash pickup, and then we'll just move the futon out. This will be a temporary solution. Hopefully, all this crap will work in our favor, and we'll be able to get some new couches. Well, the temporary solution uh, ended up being for a while, um, but as the plumber was in here um, replacing our water heater and getting it all hooked up, I sat down on the futon and it broke in half. It's just like of course this did. Just of course. So I have that now sitting outside, and in a couple of weeks when they come around and do big trash pickup, they can come get that thing. But right now, I have I have 4 blankets sitting on top of each other. It's very Eastern, but that's where I'll be hanging out until we can afford some furniture. And it just is what it is, you know. Um, yeah, it has been a fight. It's been such a fight, and that's okay. I think hopefully we're rounding the corner and the light is at the end of the tunnel with all of our stuff because um, I think that there is a lot to learn from it. That we can come back out bigger and badder and healthier and stronger as a family. And hopefully, this is all just something we can look back and be appreciative of where it took us. I mean, 'cause, like, man, Taking these blows sucks. Sucks the big one. And I don't want to say it's not fair because life isn't fair. Life has moments that suck, and this has been a 2 year suck, to be honest. And that's I think that we need to find a way to spin it, and come out of it better as a family. I think we will. I think we will. But man, if we could stop taking, if we could stop taking hits, that'd be super. Sorry, I figured that you know got no live chats going on. No one's no one's around. I can just social medias. Why not? Why not? Who's gonna stop me? It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Ugh, I don't know. I have no clue. Hey, who's that? Who's here? Um, what else can I get into? What else can I get into? So I don't know if I can necessarily talk about my promotion at the Humble gig due to um, what it is because it's not federal or anything crazy, but it's just something that if I talk about it, it could like affect how I do my job. But it's a it's a sweet gig. I have a really sweet gig. It pays me a bunch more than what I was doing originally at the place. But yeah, it's not bad. It's great. Um, so good to see all the boys that I used to work with. Get to talk smack. Helps me keep me in line. Helps keep me in touch with the blue collar, which is great. Let's see. Let's see. Whoever's 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 here, give us a thumbs up and a hello in the old chat if you would. I would love to have a conversation. Yeah, I can. Let's see what's going on in the news. This is where I'm at. Yeah, whatever. Let's see. Let's go with Arizona local news. What's new in the headlines? Ooh, here's the here's the big news here from the Peacock 12 News here in Arizona. Two snakes found hiding underneath the hood of car in Arizona. A resident snapped a photo of two snakes found coiled up on top of a car's engine compartment. Holy cow! Yeah, and those are rattling bad boys. Yikes! An Arizona resident went to check the car oil Wednesday morning and got a slithery supplies underneath the hood. The Sierra Vista resident reported finding two snakes coiled up on top of the vehicle's engine compartment. With the temperatures getting hotter, the snakes were likely using the car as a safe refuge from the elements. Dumbasses. Since the snakes are not known for being great mechanics, the residents snapped some photos of the snakes before relocating them to a woodpile. Oh, they must have been king snakes. The pictures were shared on a Facebook group dedicated to weird stuff one can only find in southern Arizona. Based on the pictures, the reptiles appear to be Sonoran gopher snakes. Okay, so I was wrong twice. A non venomous species found throughout Arizona. Their unique color pattern can sometimes lead them to be mistaken for much feared rattlesnake. And the gopher snake will often mimic the behavior of rattlesnakes when they feel threatened. There you go. Oh, so he just has this. Oh, man. I should have shared the screen. Sorry. Yeah, he just has these suckers wrapped up in his hand. They're chill. Yeah, they don't even have the venomous snake head. Jeez, Jig, talking right out of your butt. Talking right out of you. Right out of your case. Right out of your case. Right out of your case. Let's see. So we've been doing the Sober Swole podcast for about 5 years. 5 years. And we've done things from interviewing other addicts living in recovery, people who approach recovery differently, like they still use substances but not their drug of choice, and they live a productive and healthy life. And then we've talked to doctors, the chiropractors. We've talked to Dr. Megan. Shout out Dr. Megan, you're the boss. Um, we've had professional burlesque dancers, like number two in the world, queen of burlesque dancers. Um, we've talked to Australian celebrities. We were supposed to have Captain Sandy from Below Deck on, but she just ditched us. That was a whole fun episode. We ended up using a funky picture of Vince McMahon and stand in for her. That was pretty funny. Yeah, we've talked from everything. Everything. We've talked to all different kinds of professional athletes, um, from the IFBB and the WBFF. It's yeah. I mean, we've done a lot. We have done a lot, and I am completely grateful for the opportunities to do those such things, even if the audience that we reached wasn't grand. Um, hopefully someday, hopefully someday, um, hopefully someday, this will just be an archive that my kids can go back to, and they can kind of see who their father was, um, especially when I wasn't talking about stuff. You know what I mean? Um, 'Cause there's some things that go on that you don't tell your kids about, but it would be something to help explain to them later down the road. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean this has been a great archive of that time. I think for the most part, I've done everything I can to be as open as I possibly could be about situations and as honest as I could about situations. Just to have adult conversations with other adults about adult things that you couldn't really share with the kids at the time. Oh, I don't know if I've said this on the show. I won a trip to New York um, from shopping at 7-Eleven. So I have my so Speedway and 7-Eleven. If you don't know, it's the same company. So I have my Speedway app, and when I used to go to Florence all the time when my brother and his girlfriend were living together out in Florence. That's where the big chicken farm was. I'd stop by the Speedway there in Florence by the prison, and I would get maybe I get like a couple energy drinks and some snacks for the kids and some juice for the kids. And then we go out to the farm and do our farm stuff, and then out the dough. Well, um, apparently, every time I was doing this, and then I was using the app, I was entering myself into a sweepstakes to win VIP tickets to the Fanatics Fan Fest this year in New York. I had no clue. So these people got a hold of me. They started sending me emails and back and forth. And I was like, what kind of scam bullshit is this? So I finally just called one of them and I was like, what do you want? You know, because, with the way life was going, yeah, right. And no, it was legitimate. So we won two VIP tickets to this New York Fan Fest. I'm taking my stepson with me because how it works in their family is their grandma takes them on an individual trip once they turn like 12 or 13. So how it worked for him was he's turning 13 at the end of June. No, he's turning 12 at the end of June. Pardon me. And well, he was like, I want to go to New York because I want to go see this. I want to go see. He wants to go see the 9/11 memorial. He wants to see Times Square. He wants to see the Statue of Liberty. He wants to do the New York tourist things. So that's what he said he wanted to do. Well, his grandma was like, I don't want to go to New York. I don't blame her. So they went to Hawaii. So this kid's in Hawaii right now. But it wouldn't have worked for Brittany and I to go, even though that would have been pretty cool to just have a us vacation. But what's going to end up happening because Wyatt didn't get to go to New York is we're going to New York. And then we're meeting my buddy Steve out there. Steve, I know Steve from the Marine Corps. Steve is awesome. Steve is from New Jersey, but now he is a gunsmith, and he lives in a place where he is licensed to build full autos, which is great because he was a machine gunner in the Marine Corps, so he has a special boner about such things. So they get done right. Shout out to Steve. So Steve said he'd show us around town. So we're gonna land. We're gonna hang out with him. Um, get everything sorted out. It's gonna be awesome, and we're gonna have our own personal local. Like, it shows us the real stuff that we don't have to hide about. We don't have to walk around looking too much like we're fish out of water. So I'm very much looking forward to that. That's another thing that I'm grateful for. Is another blessing. It's another big old blessing. Do 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 do. Man, I don't think I'm gonna leave until I just get at least somebody talking a little bit in a live chat. I think I want to show how frustrating this can be. 5 years, 5 years of content. Not even 200 subscribers. They say you gotta put in the work, you gotta do the grind. Okay, here we are, here we are grinding. Oh, hello. How you doing, young lady? My birthday's been great. I My birthday has been great. Brittany did a great job. I'm very grateful for her. When are you swinging back by the house? Oh, we did all kinds of stuff. We went to I took everybody to mass, you know, go see the Jesus, and then Brittany made breakfast. Um, I got some really cool stuff, and then I had a therapy appointment today, so I had to scoot out to go to therapy, and that was fun. Everybody loves therapy. Then let's see, came back. She had made me she had made me a rack of lamb, mashed potatoes, and spinach salad, and she also got me some non-alcoholic beer. It was a pretty darn good dinner. She did a great job. Oh, you missed it. I was explaining how our couches are gone, and then the temporary thing I had set up, uh, the temporary futon I had broke in half yesterday. So if you come over, if you come by and swing by, there's like nowhere to sit in the living room except for a couple chairs and some nice blankets on the floor. just just kicking it like we're in India, I guess. With the couches, so those sectionals, um, they were just so trashed and destroyed beyond like repair or cleaning or fixing. So we tossed them. I had a futon in my office that we were just gonna put out there for just for temporary stuff. Then crap just kept happening where we had this more and more way expensive bills that kept happening, so we couldn't like get another couch or another couple couches or another sectional just because other stuff took priority. So the futon stayed for like 2 months, and then the water heater broke. So we had to find a way to. So the home warranty paid for the water heater. They didn't pay for like the work that the plumber actually did. So we had to find a way to crap money on that. Shout out to my mom. Um, so again, stuff that would have gone towards fixing our living room had to go to somewhere else. And then um, while the plumber was in our house fixing the water heater, I went and sat down on the futon, and then it folded in half, broke. It broke. So it is now outside. It's been a ride. Oh, but hey, Bella, this is what I've been doing for like 5 years. I don't know if you find the show. There's all kinds of fun and exciting things that my buddy Ryan and I have been talking about, or I've been doing, or it's what I post about. There's it's been my it's been my passion project for many moons. Tell your massive for no reason TikTok following to come find your cousin's husband's podcast page where he talks about lifting weights, parenting, and sobriety. I'm sure it'll be a gas for all of those creepy old men that follow you around wherever you go. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I only have that following because of my old Fortnite videos when I was like 12. You're right. No creepy dudes ever have played Fortnite. I apologize. Not one. That's weird. Yeah, that's something I don't get. And I don't know if that's just because I'm old or what. But so when my Instagram back in the day started to kind of catch steam, um, back when I was almost a fitness shitfluencer, um, I'd have it was weird. Like you could see like the interaction was just like pop, 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 pop. And then one day it was just gone. Um, so I don't know what changed or how it's or how things stopped, but we've been. I mean, I stay pretty consistent. I mean, I don't really take long breaks from posting anywhere. Um, I don't think most of the stuff that we put out, especially here on YouTube and elsewhere, is too terrible quality of content, and there's a pretty positive message to it. But yeah, it's just the traction's not there. I don't know if it's just something they changed in the algorithm that like pooped on people that aren't talking about death and destruction and don't say dumb things like grape. heard shadow banning can happen, or that will happen, but I'm not sure. Well, so I know here with YouTube, there was a video that we had with my old co-host and his now wife, and that was during the COVID times, where she said some unspeakable things about the shots, and I had to delete the video and take a like a it was basically a don't say bad things against the narrative test to get our warning off the channel. But I've never had a warning on Instagram, TikTok, or X because even when all of those things was pretty sketchy, I was always pretty careful with how we talked about things. And then if you ever listen to any of our old shows where Ryan and I would talk about um, COVID, my my skepticism was never like a denial. It was more of I want to see long term data. So it was never I'm against anything. It's just I don't want to be a part of a control group. I'd like to see data before I make an actual decision on things. So it was never like hardcore, you know, anything. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just gotta get back in shape and not wear shirts again. Actually, I wouldn't mind that. I think see, I'm 37, so I think that once we get everything really squared away, um, I think I wouldn't mind getting on some of that doctor prescribed testosterone. Take a couple shots twice a week. Get that testosterone back up to where I could just be moving weights around like I used to back in the glory days. I think that'd be pretty fun. Have abs for no reason. Be freaking huge. Anything else going on? Ooh, ABC 15. Let's get into that. Death investigation underway near I-10 and Jefferson Street after a person hit by multiple vehicles. Ooh. Death investigation underway in the Phoenix area. The investigation was centered near Jefferson Street, west of Sky Harbor International Airport. Arizona Department of Public Safety officials say that the incident started around 5 a.m. when they received multiple cars about vehicles stopped alongside the left side of the freeway. A trooper responded to the call, and a person who was dead and appeared to have been struck by multiple vehicles. Multiple vehicles stayed at the scene. It was unclear whether any additional vehicles were involved in the collision. The investigation is ongoing, and it is not known at this time why the person was in the roadway or exactly what led to the person being struck. Officials have not publicly identified the victim. Sounds like someone was out for a morning oopsie daisy. Who are the other three people watching this live? Well, One of them is you. Two of them are me, and I don't know who the other person is. It'd be cool if they'd like throw a like on this and like say hello. Been partying a shit ton lately. That's pretty much it. I mean, you're 18. I think we've talked about this. I think you're young. Um, I can speak from my personal experience of my partying days and tell you to please be careful because the party can turn into a lifestyle, and then the lifestyle turns into this is just what you do to function. And I would rather not see you get to that because I lost a lot of years of my life and the person I could have been being just a real drunk and drugged up mess. Um, I'm not going to put your business out there, but you know what your business is when it comes to family life. Genetics do play a factor, so just please, 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 please be careful. As always, because you're family, reach out to me anytime, anywhere. If you're stuck somewhere or you feel unsafe, I will come get you. I'll hit a dude with a gun. I got you. Okay. And I just want you to be as safe as you can during your exploratory years. There you go. It's good to put a limit on things. You know what I mean? Oh, when I said uh, I'd hit a dude with a gun on this public platform, I meant that in Minecraft. Because I don't believe in violence anymore. I'm a peaceful man, I'm a pacifist. Yeah, man. I think in reality, and I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to be offensive, but I think because you're so young, and not discounting your life experience, but because you still are so young, there's a lot of stuff that you're still kind of naive to or don't understand. And that just comes with living life experience, um, which is why I have, I always I do my best to keep tabs on you and check up on you because I know as a young man, um, I was wild and I was doing a lot of stuff that has affected my life currently negatively. Um, so any chance I can to help a young person not do that, I do. That's why I take those young men under my wing at work. And every time they tell me about the stupid stuff they do, I go, stop. I put they're not called tweets anymore, but they're still tweets. I put a tweet out today, and it was, you find this bad boy. It said, what was the point of all that live fast, die young stuff if I'm just going to keep getting older? Now I'm just the elder at work that just says stuff to the youths like, hey man, don't do that. It's gross. Every time I tell one of the boys at work, like, oh man, that's dumb. I just somewhere in the back of my head, there's like teenage me going, where's the extreme shameless Jake, man? You know what? So like, for the longest time, um, the next tattoo I was going to get is I was going to get shameless in big block letters across my chest. Like, so I would have just shameless, be like huge. I'm talking from like clavicle to nip, shameless. I I don't know if you've seen my tattoos, but a lot of them are not wise. Like I have grunt nasty down the back of my triceps. So I have to explain that the rest of my life. But could you imagine me walking around with a giant shameless and then like holding my kid's hand and telling them to behave themselves? So when I say there are there are things that you must learn along the way. Sometimes sometimes taking a taking a story from the former goofy old man might be helpful. Well, we're coming up here. We're gonna what about 8 minutes into the hour. Um, I'm gonna get off. I'm going to play a video game for that came out when I was like younger than you are right now, Bella. And then I'm gonna go to bed because I can. It's my birthday. So, everybody who's seen this, thank you. Everyone that will see this later, thank you. Get sober, stay sober. I love you. Bye.